Doeb moves to 5-0, and that leads us to Garrett Fertig to introduce our main event.
Set now for our prelim main event, Traehone Banda.
Traehone Banda going old school with his walkout song here. We've seen plenty of dominant fighters on the card thus far tonight, and Traehone Banda, certainly one of them, coming in tonight 4-0, 4 finishes. He's the current 209 beatdown featherweight champion. 2 of his finishes being in the first round, also a black belt in Krav Maga. And you know, Corey, when he was a kid, his parents forced him into martial arts. He could not stand it at first, but never quit, and now, obviously, mixed martial arts is his entire life.
Yeah, I mean, we talked earlier about with the, the Richardson Hernandez fight, and I was talking about how I think martial arts are a great environment for young people. And yeah, it's unfortunate he didn't like it at first, but we talk about that bug, and I'm sure he caught it. And yeah, really excited to see him come out here tonight. The YouTube live chat is it's getting heated in there. People are getting excited for this main event, and yeah, I'm excited too. I wonder if we can get another finish in there tonight, Johnny.
We've had so many impressive finishes, and this is certainly a deserving main event in the featherweight division. 3-minute rounds once again, and Banda, he trains with incredible fighters, working at Resistance MMA, training partners with 1 championship kickboxer, Eddie Abasella. And I asked him what the game plan was, and very calmly just said, some flashy stuff, some spinning stuff. I'm going to entertain everybody. That is the game plan for the undefeated Traehone Banda.
Ladies and gentlemen, his opponent, Amarius Taylor.
Strong ovation for the new Papa. Amarius Taylor had his 4-fight win streak snapped back in September, but he told me this morning he's been counting the days since that loss via decision. Walks tonight with a 4-3 record overall, including 3 knockouts, his 3rd trip to the A1 cage. But he's very grateful for that loss. And as an amateur, like you said, Corey, it's all about learning from these losses. And tonight, he has a very special person to impress, and that is his 4-month-old daughter, Amila Taylor. His last fight, she was not quite born, but tonight she is here. And so he's got the pressure on him. Wants to score a victory in front of his baby girl.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure you say that on one hand pressure, on the other hand purpose. A lot of people, they come out here and, yeah, like I say, they come out here with a new purpose, a new motivation. And
Yeah.
he's got a family to think of now, and I'm sure he's going to go out there and he's going to make them proud. Regardless, I think every athlete that stepped in here tonight has made their family and their people proud.
No question about that. And he said, he eventually wants to become a featherweight champion, and tonight is a massive step towards that goal. Garrett Fertig, take it away.
Streaming live on YouTube at A1 Combat presents the prelim main event, 3-minute rounds in the featherweight division. Introduced to you first, the Punch Edibles blue corner. Standing 5'8", weighing 145 pounds even. He makes his A1 Combat debut with a flawless 4-0 record. All of his wins coming by stoppage, representing the Resistance Fitness Center from Danville, California. Please welcome Traehone Banda. Now introduces his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the Punch Edibles red corner. Standing 6 feet tall, weighing 144.9 pounds, holding a record of 4 amateur wins, 3 losses, with 3 of his 4 wins coming by stoppage. The former featherweight title challenger represents Klingon's MMA and kickboxing from the Yuba City, California, Amarius Taylor. The referee, Brian Tyler.
Corey, we're still an hour away from the main card, and the Hard Rock in Sacramento is almost packed out already. This is a fantastic audience for these two very talented amateurs in our main event.
Yeah, I mean, when you have amateur fights like this, it's...
All right, gentlemen, round one. Fighter, are you ready?
It would be hard for them not to show.
Fighter, are you ready?
No,
Fight.
like I say, we've had plenty of excitement and finishes and, yeah, a full display of MMA here tonight. We've seen grapplers, strikers, everything. So hats off to the A1 matchmakers. Oh, spinning kick from Amarius Taylor.
Banda in the black with the white trim, and Taylor in the black. Utilizing kicks early on. Oh, look at Taylor charging in immediately.
Heavy combos from Taylor, but beautiful job by Banda to get in on that single leg and dump Taylor down to the mats. Taylor offensive immediately off his back, trying to throw up a triangle from the looks of it, but Banda able to keep that arm in and start working to pass the half guard. Beautiful knee cut there.
Taylor certainly the height and reach advantage, but Banda feels like he's the quicker of the two.
Great job from Taylor to get that underhook, allowing him to reverse and come up on top. I thought for a second that Banda was going to jump a triangle, but again, Taylor composed in there, able to keep both arms in. He's got his head position in the center of Banda, and he's controlling the hips with his arms.
Keep that position.
You hear Taylor's corner saying, make him get up. Oh, nice transition by Taylor.
Straight on the back. He tried to jump both hooks in, missed one, but great job staying relentless, and he jumps it again.
Wow.
Great work from Banda there, staying composed, scrambling to defend those hooks. Beautiful knee on the clinch. These guys are wasting no time. I don't know if it's because these amateurs start with 2-minute rounds, so they're used to pushing that pace, but wow, we've had some action tonight.
They're definitely feeling the energy from everyone here at the Hard Rock. Oh, nice head kick lands there by Banda, but a combination, a counter from Taylor.
I like that Taylor's starting to work in a couple like hip fakes, like faking the kicks. Great head movement, straight in on that takedown attempt.
And once again, Taylor has Banda up against the cage.
Big lift attempt, slides up to the hip and gets that reap. Beautiful job from Taylor, now on top of Banda.
And now Banda. If you're Banda in this moment, 20 seconds to go, what's the game plan? Essentially just survive the round?
I mean, he's doing a good job of staying offensive off his back. You know, he's threatening arm bars, almost gets the sweep off of it. Oh, he's in on that arm, but he only has 10 seconds left to work. Can Taylor hold on for this last 10 seconds? I think he will, but beautiful job from Banda from staying offensive and throwing up threats.
You said it. What a incredible transition there by Banda to finish the first round.
Wow.
That was action-packed. I mean, with the way Banda ended the first round, that's a difficult one to call. I mean, Taylor was impressive, but Banda got close to a submission there.
Yeah, definitely. Both guys having a lot of success with their, with their offense. Very evenly matched, in my opinion, you know what I mean? Like, Amarius Taylor maybe edging the striking, but beautiful grappling on display from both sides. And, like I say, hats off to Banda for staying active. Not only did he almost get that armbar, when he realized he was short on time and he wasn't going to be able to finish it, he started using that position to land offense as he started landing strikes to the body and head of Taylor. And that is, like I say, amazing fight IQ.
And do you feel like this is going to raise the confidence of Banda, knowing that he can continue to be offensive from the back and look for an opening?
Yeah, definitely. And Taylor's going to have to respect him coming out here in this second round. You know, he's had to respect those submission threats and a few of the strikes that Banda has thrown up. And yeah, amazing first round from both of these guys.
Are you ready? Ready, fight.
Taylor did say he felt like in his last fight, he was much too passive, and that's why he did not get the decision. And he realized that he just needs to be at the next level. He feels like his training since then has gotten him to that level. And that first round, if it's any indication, he's there. But he's up against such a skilled fighter in Banda, who's looking to move to 5-0. Another head kick, and now Banda follows up once again.
great footwork and head movement from Taylor. The only thing that makes me nervous with that kind of hands-down stance that he is using is that Banda is good at timing those head kicks.
Yeah.
He has landed a couple in this fight. You know, not really caused too much damage as of yet with those, but could catch him moving forward in this fight.
You can see the accuracy, though, with his kicks. And difficult to tell if Banda is perhaps a nosebleed right now.
Yeah, I saw some heavy Vaseline on the eyebrow of Banda before they came out for the second round, so perhaps a small cut, but I can't quite see from this vantage point. It may be a nosebleed.
Work, Amarius. You can't just hold him there.
Trying to get that right arm out, but Taylor able to get the takedown.
Nice, Banda doing a great job of immediately working him back up to his feet, but Tayl's doing a good job of this like close range striking, you know, landing knees when he does get back up to his feet. He's got to be careful of this guillotine here. Looks like it could be deep.
Traehone Banda, does he have the guillotine locked in here?
I think Taylor might have just enough space from where he's hand fighting, but it's really hard to see from right here.
Once again, Banda just showing off those sneaky grappling skills, almost gets the submission in the first round, and now has Taylor in a very difficult position here up against the cage.
And beautiful job from Banda. Like you see, he's not dying on that submission. You know, he realized he almost didn't have it, so he started landing his knees. He went for it again. Amarius had to start, you know, respecting that guillotine. It then enabled him to change levels, get his double leg.
Now Taylor attempted a triangle there, but Banda quickly had that one scouted. Oh, nice pass here by Banda.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with the fight IQ of Banda here. You know, the way he's mixing it up, changing his levels, mixing his, you know, his striking in with his grappling. Yeah, definitely a different story in the second round. Another armbar attempt, 30 seconds left of the round.
So fluid by Banda. He switched to north-south and now right into the armbar attempts. 20 seconds left here in the second round.
Yeah, beautiful job. And like this is different to, you know, what we saw in the, you know, in the Richardson-Hernandez fight.
Yeah.
You know, he's waiting until the final 30 seconds to dive off and jump on these submissions, and that kind of prevents him from getting stuck in these negative positions where he's eating offense, but also creates those opportunities for him to potentially get the finish, or at least give Taylor something to respect moving forward.
Well, that second round was an incredible follow-up to the first round. This fight is as good as advertised.
Yeah, beautiful armbar attempts from Banda.
Yeah.
You know, Taylor's gonna have to be careful with his arms there. We got a replay coming in of these armbars, and yeah, Taylor's gonna have to be careful. It's the second time now he's been caught in this position.
You know, Taylor's such an impressive striker, but you know, Corey, Banda is just taking what is given to him, and he's making the most of it every time.
Yeah, exactly. And like I say, he's very composed in there. He seems to know very well when to commit on his submissions. You know, like I mentioned with the guillotine. He committed to it, he realized he didn't have it, he landed some offense. He then went on it again. He realized he wasn't gonna get it, he used it to set up his double leg. Very intelligent fighting here, especially given that we're only in the amateur ranks.
Well, these are two fighters we might not see in the amateur ranks for much longer, as they're main eventing the prelims here, and we are officially at the third and final round here. Last time out, Amarius Taylor challenged for the featherweight title, but he wants to get back in
All right,
contention.
gentlemen, last round, let's fight.
This is certainly an opportunity.
Third and final round, potentially looking at one-on-one moving into this one. But like we mentioned, Banda did finish that first strong, and sometimes we don't know what these judges are seeing. So yeah, Taylor doing a good job coming out here stressing urgency just to be safe.
So Corey, if you're Taylor here, I would imagine you want to do everything possible to keep this fight vertical in the third round.
Yeah, I mean, he's landing some heavy knees, and as we saw with the, you know, the Dash and Shaw fight, those knees can be very effective in this clinch position against the cage. So I'd like to see him maybe mixing some more of those in there. And yeah, I think perhaps he could afford to keep it on the feet. You know, he's been caught in a few compromising positions from Banda. But again, we saw in the first round that he did have success when implementing his own grappling offense. So I think so long as he's offensively sound, it isn't the worst option for him either.
Once again, just above the right eye, seems to be opened up again on Banda.
Look at the cut.
Yeah, there's that cut that I mentioned in the last round.
All right, that way.
looks like we're bringing the doctor in to take a look at it. That's very unfortunate since we're only, like you say, what, we only got 2 minutes left, I think it was?
Yeah, just over 2 minutes. Appears to be the eyelid, perhaps.
Yeah, and unfortunately, when it's the eyelid, often it does get stopped because it does, impair the vision.
Right.
It would be very unfortunate because Banda is having a lot of success here, and I think he's putting on a, like you say, a phenomenal fight. And I hope for his sake that the doctor lets it continue, but obviously safety is key and is #1 here, especially in the amateur ranks. But looks like the doctor is saying okay, and we're going to get back to action.
We're going to have you up against the cage. We're going to start in a
from the
lock
referee.
position. You're going to have the body lock again. I'm going to say fight, and we're going to go. Fight.
Just under 2 minutes to go. We begin back up against the cage, and this fight could really go either way at this point. And once again, Banda. Oh, nice. Oh!
Beautiful suplex from Taylor. Jeez, straight on the back too.
Oh! And Amarius Taylor able to maintain back control, trying to lock in the RNC here.
Minute and a half to work. He's got the body triangle. Could do with getting his chest to back and controlling the hips better. It looks like Banda's going to turn on top, but wow, what a statement.
So impressive there by Banda. That was a dangerous position to be in, and he was able to transition over. And now he's back in control, trying to make the pass.
Beautiful takedown from Taylor. Beautiful urgency jumping on the back, attempting to get the choke. And as we mentioned, he may need some urgency. But now we're looking at an exact reversal. With Banda looking to take the back. Beautiful job following the hip, scrambling, retaining top position.
This fight's had everything.
Yeah, wow.
You have the power of Taylor. I mean, that's a German suplex Kurt Angle would be proud of. My goodness. And then Banda able to withstand that. And once again, going for another submission finish here.
Flattening out Taylor. Beautiful job. And looks like he's just going to try to seal this round with heavy ground and pound blows. Taylor doing a great job of trying to advance position, defend intelligently, build back up to his elbows and knees. But yeah, Banda is very positionally aware. And I think that's maybe the one thing that the Taylor side is lacking, like very offensively sound, but not as much positional awareness perhaps as Banda. But
Taylor was struggling to defend himself there, but it looks like he's going to survive as we are going to a decision. But what a strong finish here by Traehone Banda. And
what a fight.
whoa. Corey, this is not an easy decision here for the judges. Both of these fighters put on a full skill set.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, phenomenal display of skill from both fighters, incredible fight IQ from the Banda side, great aggression from the Taylor side. I think perhaps Banda edged it, but again, like say, some judges look at different things. Some value striking more, some value grappling more. We could argue, but at the end of the day, it is three people's opinions.
Yeah.
I personally would have Banda up, but like I say, an amazing performance from Taylor also. So yeah. So I've said it for pretty much every fight here tonight, but all of these athletes can leave here with their heads held high because, wow. His daughter.
What a collection of highlight moments as Amarius Taylor bringing in his beautiful daughter, Amila Taylor. And, both fighters came in with 3 knockouts on their record. And, Taylor, arguably the more powerful striker, but Traehone Banda really put on a grappling clinic, almost scoring the armbar in the first round. Had so many impressive transitions, was so fluid with his grappling throughout. Both fighters, incredibly bright futures ahead of them, no doubt about that.
Yeah, exactly, and I mean, the comment section's torn on YouTube. Like I say, it's, tight fight, and both guys, a phenomenal display on both sides.
But a very strong finish for Banda. Able to get out of the back control that Taylor was in and finish very strong on top. As it appears, the decision is in.
Ladies and gentlemen, at the conclusion of 3 rounds here in our prelim main event of A1 Combat 26, we go to your 3 judges at cage side for the decision. All 3 judges Phil Balducci, Chad Shepard, and Wayne Phillips see it the same. 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision, Traehone Banda.
Hard Rock Live, that was your main event. Let's hear it one more time for Amarius Taylor and Traehone Banda. Traehone, if I can get a word, man, congratulations, remaining undefeated. He is a very dangerous striker, very dangerous individual, but man, you put on a grappling clinic in so many instances. How do you feel?
I feel good, man. I know I got a little scratch in my eye. Hopefully the girls like it or something, you know. But I feel good. He's a dog, dude. I usually try to find something in all my opponents that, like, I don't like to give me that edge, but that's a solid dude, bro. I got nothing to say but good words about him.
Now, were you that confident with your grappling ability going into this fight? Because he had you in some dangerous spots, but every time your patience was truly a virtue, you were able to transition out.
Yeah, for sure. I got Alexis Davis right here, Team Jiu-Jitsu. Diego out of San Jose. Tim Figgins, ACC champ 2016 right here. 3rd degree black belt. So, I feel great, dog. My Krav Maga came in really good in this fight, and yeah, I feel good.
Well, you came in undefeated with 4 finishes, but now you've gone the distance for the first time. So thus far in 5 fights, you've done a little bit of everything. What's next?
Hopefully a finish. I'm not trying to go all 3 rounds. I'm trying to make it quick, get in, get out type thing. I'm not trying to be here and get messed up like this, bro. This is not it, bro.
Well, judging by that reaction, I think women dig scars. So congratulations to you, staying undefeated. Traehone Banda, victorious in the main event.
Unfortunately, that's my sister, so that's not on the table, but yeah.
I take back what I said. All right.
Wow, like, what an amateur card to start off the night. As we've mentioned multiple times previously, tune on in to Fight Pass at 8 p.m. as we move on to the pro ranks. The amateurs showed out here tonight, and they set the bar extraordinarily high for the pros, and I'm excited to see how we continue the action tonight, Johnny.
It's a good thing you and I both have coffee and energy drinks here. What a night it's been thus far. So many highlights to choose from between Amarius Taylor and Traehone Banda. Corey, let's just go through it here. I mean, you see Taylor with the combination early on. He was really trying to dictate the pace, but it was Banda and the grappling skills, just constant motion.
Yeah, exactly. And like I say, this was a phenomenally matched fight. I think the only slight difference was that Banda had a little bit more positional awareness. You know, Amarius Taylor, beautiful suplex here, you know, straight in on the back, got the body triangle, lost position a little bit, and that allowed Banda to turn around and get back on top, where we saw him finish strong here with some heavy blows.
And it was at that moment where it appeared Taylor may have had the submission, but once again, Banda so resilient, and the training, I mean, the skill level of his grappling led him to this decision victory. You know, these are 2 fighters that have done a little bit of everything in their amateur careers. You have to believe very close to turning professional. But congratulations to Traehone Banda.